Pretty much everything we're doing right now is the hard side. And the hard side has a lot of strategy to it. There's a lot of thought given to placement of the feet, angle of attack, attack high, attack low, attack left, attack right, mislead, use combinations. It's all part of the bag for the hard side. On the soft side, though, as you know, it's a lot of grappling techniques, and it's hard to find the right time to use them in live sparring. When you grapple, there's obviously more opportunity. When you clinch, there's obviously more opportunity for that. But if you look at our curriculum sets, a block of 10 techniques, say at white belt, say at purple belt. If you take a selection of any of those 10 techniques, you're going to see a hodgepodge of different sources. Some of them are pretty obviously judo. The hip throw in white belt in here, that's pretty obviously judo, right? You've got practical things also. You've got pretty obvious Jiu-Jitsu too. And then you have a rare few techniques that really cause everybody a lot of trouble. And those techniques are impossible to do even in slow practice. And those techniques are Ikey Jiu-Jitsu. And what techniques are the Ikey Jiu-Jitsu? And I mean the ones that involve the circles like this and so forth, right? Or the ones that involve, the counterbalancing and follow through and all this. And those can be pretty frustrating to try in live fighting or sparring. Again, because you can't even get them in the static practice, like the S-lock. The S-lock, I can make it work, but when we have beginners try it, I think Harold can do it, but go ahead, give it a try. He's almost got it. He'll probably get it, but my point is it's not reliable for him. It's not a go-to yet, is it? Ikey Jiu-Jitsu was meant as the higher level of Jiu-Jitsu. You had a Jiu-Jitsu black belt first, and then he went and he did Ikey Jiu-Jitsu. Ikey Jiu-Jitsu was a refinement of Jiu-Jitsu. It's when your Jiu-Jitsu was so good that now you're ready to try Ikey, uniting it with Ki, where your movement is so perfect and circular and fluid that you can do more than just a lock. That's a long-term goal, to be able to do Ikey. The Ikey Jiu-Jitsu techniques within those curricula is a long-term goal. But you have a lot of stuff to work on all the way. You have the kickboxy stuff that you can learn pretty quick, only takes a couple of years. You have the normal Jiu-Jitsu, which only takes about 5 to 10 years. And then you have the Ikey Jiu-Jitsu, which is a 20, 30-year project, right? But those things are sprinkled in for you, so you have stuff to chew on. You have the slow-dissolving tablets. You have the quick snacks, and then you have the slow-burn carbs. I hope you get what I'm talking about. It's all mixed up in there for you. But let's talk about one way that we can actually find some Ikey within live sparring, even in the beginning. My opponent is going to throw a jab. When he throws a jab, I'm going to lean away. At some point, I may curl over and hook this way. So, I always tell you that when you use the outside round block, you have to have your weight on the back so that you can turn up and over. This is breaking that rule. But it's okay that I'm breaking that rule because I'm going to move and lean my weight past him to the right away. So as he jabs, I am putting my weight down, but I'm rolling over first and then hugging down to here like this. You see how I've moved my head over here? And nonetheless, I've trapped his hand. Let's say he jabbed and I caught it right here. And it's like this. From here, I can right away cross and hit his face. If he were to hit my face, which he can do, go ahead, he can. I can intercept that. As he starts to throw that, I can still turn this way. You see how I have a little bit of leverage on his arm. So the moment I get this, he may try to throw. It is a jab and a cross. He may throw the cross. I can still control it with this. See how the moment he starts to turn, just this? Now, what technique is this? What is that related to? Yeah, it's just the white belt Sonmoksu. Of course, you learned it this way. But that principle exists in this. Well, it's the punch. The principle exists in this. Look, here it is. It's right there. Even without that step, when he punches me, it's in this. See that? So here's the technique. He jabs. You circle over, you lock here. From here, you can sit here, you can knee, or you can follow through. But it's pretty practical, pretty handy to do. Now, obviously, from fighting position, even if he doesn't punch, you can always clap down like this. This descends. It tends to snag at the natural flare of his wrist. So just sliding down like this, it's pretty easy to kind of catch hands this way. And you don't have to like zoom in and zero in on it and then catch it right like that. That'd be pretty impossible. But if you just trace the contour of his shoulder and down, it's naturally going to catch here. So even in the midst of fighting, you could be and then here you can there. It's pretty easy to catch this. And from here you can do the same thing. But what you're going to have to do is pull down first, because the moment you hold this, he's going to hit you with that. Right. So he tries to go there, pull it down. Every time he tries to punch, pull it down, and then do it. All right? Anyway, what you're going to practice, he's going to jab, you're going to catch this on the outside and put this over here, or catch it on the outside and hit. The moment he tries to hit you, turn with it. Turn with it. Make sense? All right, try.